Ashafo yen to aso ni enko the camp of the Wesley Girls Senior High School. We get hey. In fact, I think say before anything, kra my minja voice need to neti hasi kakra. My memma mura kakra. Iti we. Alright, so this was what really happened. Wesley Girls Senior High School, Omwi SHS, as I'm seeing now, this was their signing of ultimately the girls' momentum, the girls' spirits, tough. Now, Wesley Girls have been in the news recently, partly because of a controversial issue, a quite religious issue. So, as at last 2-3 years, the same obi and a citizen, and in some court said, this share a Muslim. And this year Muslim, the man in Bompire will school ho. Now, a more compulsory time be at saying in a SHS and a SSC, ya a Catholic schools, SS no, Sabepe, your timer, ye dissuade him. Your timer, ye the Bompire, ye morning a Ukraina, ye want him be a to, yes, because a Catholic school. We had Muslims and not who, if you not sing, just keep quiet, they'll be part of it. That is the thing that not a war. But then, according to a year, sir, petition out in some to compare and a Muslim. Never known to me because him and to Jesus Christ and my name on pet. 2. Nebano should be able to freely practice her religion in Wesley Girls Senior High School. 3. Nebano should freely be able to wear mayafi. When it is not the idea of pay. If you're called the akko. Now, some Wesley Girls say, here because we don't practice these things in the school, and the Nipan Diakoko say a infringement on the rights of that student and as any Muslim student of Wesley Girls. Now, in seminar, I'm an IBB. Let me say this before I bet to us. Me was school now was very good. Okay, it's me SHS 1, SHS 2, crano. Now me person me testing my dreams, me control of deck. Yes, just to show say me so no adrenaline because by SHS 1. Third time, me read there was SHS 1 to SHS. Me reading in Intimia me person me testing when I'm got sure of decks. That time I cry hasi. And one of the centers I'm got sure is AI Amadia Muslim school B. Me be a war. Now some Muslims a Muslim school. In fact, when I entered there, sa center no Muslims from Kwaniku school. I bet you say who a Christian now callOkrana. You have to wear sa maya finibi. Interban said ne Christians abdudu omu school Wesley Girls and amusi boy na yen to aso. So this is where the whole court issue is coming in. Osha has say ya na no in same way eba no na a year Supreme Court order Wesley Girls Senior High School say in same way they abeda omu court no they should come and also respond to it. Into Osha has say or say Supreme Court orders Wesley Girls Senior High School to respond to human rights abuse claims within 14 days. Human rights abuse claims no more can say. Obi a Muslim a best school o say omo ko prep and as omo ko godly hour onko bi. Omo bonfire on bonfire ni bi. Omo to him so on to be. Aside from that, nipa no ye fast and as nipa no eni ti ko bo forma usi boy yenye ne sa. No say there be. Nipa say human rights abuse or the akoko in the Supreme Court say Wesley Girls omumbra make kasa. But then we are seeing the crack in the Mahama administration. I didn't make kasa. Here in some way by a pe and Attorney General Yini Edibetu just say Wesley Girls has the right to practice the Methodist Christian faith and prevent other religious practices. Attorney General argues in Shafiq Osman's suit against Wesley Girls. Inti Attorney General Pache say Wesley Girls na ewo hono. Methodist for the Methodist for the missions omo ba na omo so kiyensi school tieniye. It omo si mission school Wesley Girls Senior High School. Almost say nyem banko ani ntimi preaching the Christian faith first no not Wesley Girls no Roman sisters in the nuns me a Catholic nti wo ko announce no ye nua no mba a omo de omo esi ho se omo ne be man don be nyankopon adwuma kopem time omo bebu. They are virgins, nuns, Roman sisters. Inti saadi na edi training omo nti ye training wo no ne ye kire wo ade ye say vocation ne ye bie wa adwum ne ade ne ye promote girl child way back. It will show Wesley girls in 100 years in much pa wa Ghana ha say no NSC ano yin ama democracy any a year your friend is saying a whole lot of things have changed. Amen no obi atimi kobi oba no awofo wo ya awofo na oba ne okay a no your ba otusu na opaase a obetimi nyamu kwan na Muslim bi so nye school Muslim bi so nye school no kwan a they go there to actually learn. But then the issue here is only Muslims, so they can't do what we get here for a year. And see they be once we get for Muslim Methodist school. I'm a Muslim in Kwandia. I shouldn't go to your church activities. I shouldn't join you in singing hymns. I should pray and do my Allahu Akbar thing in your school. And now Attorney General says, "Save you and kwasiasem." Because me and me here, I mean, kasi timer. Make sure son of that na me course AI Amadia school no. Me hu obia o se me de me papa e malam ana papa e kukubu sam nti oko school mu ho no o de boso me ko ho. Hey Muslims, mun ni Muslims ntia. Me I stayed in Fadama, Dakuma, Masalachi, Madina. Matata Muslim community bebre, they don't take nonsense. They wouldn't even allow you. And Attorney General say, "Esan say Wesley girls, I am Methodist for sorry or school no. They have the right to say, your friend is saying, ye pa basic, ye pa nyesi. So your Muslim now shane hawa. Go to AI Madia. Go your Muslim schools be bro ko. And no na. Your Muslim your friend is saying, what's the name here? Your education minister or your Muslim, Harry Nedrusu. Obe posti say and also didn't say to you say, I am aware of the ongoing debate on restrictions on Muslim students in Wesley Girls Senior High School. It conflicts with international human rights standards. So this is what the education minister is saying. Now, the whole thing, the irony to what the education minister is saying, it conflicts with the international human rights standard. So international human rights standard, no, it allows us to wear normal dress at a school. Most intimate school because in 24 should be this same international school no and international human rights SHS oba betimaka say me gay me lesbian no call SHS no identify as such untimi nyane hwe. This same international human rights no so it states say your friend is saying you can do anything you want SHS. They can't punish you near your rights. But yes, so you prevent all of these things in the name of discipline. The same education minister now no catch say you go sukua yentimi nya pen me near because we want to instill discipline. The same person is telling us say when it comes to Muslims today, the law should be different because it's international human rights. Now, you go to school now, in Bano, wo Kelly here, pay me now, ebi mu de natural tintin na wo se mo fan kono. And no dear, it doesn't conflict with international students, international human rights. That is the big question. Now, no, achimota students, a friend of MacGyver, or Rasta, and no pie mu abruchi oto in school see. Muso Rasta intin mu ye yama na itima nkwa achimota ho. And no dear. It doesn't conflict with international human rights. These are big questions. In the same way, no dibe tuja. No, this is the same way tuja pe. And the Catholic bishops and Christian councils are here. More jama, more room in nim committee won. Have you forgotten? Said the whole of Ghana, Catholics, senior kuta members, as in any religion. It is true. Osha Catholic, kuna. Church is a Ghana in a Catholic kuno, be 70%. Inti your political party now the Catholic Church nice you've ended your political party's career and now your own career. I'm telling you a free advice. Inti your friend is saying the Christian Council and also the Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference and Christians Council of Ghana issue statement be me reading because there was a series of videos a person will share because among will be about a show or more arguing on this particular issue. But we share statement on what they buy now. Or more purchase massa. You guys have to be careful. School near see no. You see a man buying. ya na esi school and amanfo baby we are using education and Ghana's friend is saying ade omude child you cram refi ade teacher for chief for hwemian patro ade teacher for no omo hwe so aha I was once teaching them refi ade teacher for no omo hwe so de child no syllables good syllables. It's don't follow syllables, no, and Wesley girls have Wesley girls because they learn hard. And Wesley girls through a year with the Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference and the Christian Council. Just a massa. In some more come it doesn't make sense. So discipline now, and then so Wesley girls in school. Yeah, dear. Now we see a discipline. It's because of these measures we've implemented for the past almost 100 years. Now, who by also you Muslim too bad saying, are you okay? Oh, yeah, Muslim, I go to Northern Region School and I go school be here, Muslim, Madiana, Islamic, you go there and leave our school for us, leave Methodist school for us. As simple as that. It's the Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference and Christian Council of Ghana. They brought out this statement. Also, Christian mission schools issued by the Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference and the Christian Council of Ghana. The Christian Council, so masa, mamum beye sa nyema no ewo hase na me read it just the first one at the top and the last one. Other one they mean really because of Emre. Also, the question of whether non-Christian students, particularly Muslims, should be allowed to fully practice their religion within Christian mission schools in Ghana has become one of the most sensitive and widely debated issues in our national educational landscape. As writers, we are often called upon to explain why we insist on maintaining the Christian identity, practices, and ethos of the schools we founded. Our position is not rooted in hostility towards other faiths, but in a desire to preserve the integrity of institutions we've built and nurtured for over a century. It's is over 100 years. And in school, and your school no maybe a won 2006. And at 2010, and the way SS on quaintino, me a Muslim TSA, me and my bomb, and I am my family tea and my family tea and school for and Frey Allah, and I'm my family tea, me mama and boffem, and no crowd it's my but then you can't do certain things. And a year the Christian Council air party say, sad discipline now, oh, you Muslim or bad person Wesley girls, not on back. Your child should come out as the best. So sad discipline now, you are yearning and you are grieving for no, and now you are craving for no. Okay, sad discipline no, you're over 100 years, and your son share any edit to. Because when we allow you to come and do what you want in the school, etna traditionalists and a Hindus for some more what is good for the goose is good for the Ganges. Our position is not rooted in hostility towards other faiths, but in a desire to preserve the integrity of institutions we have built and nurtured over a century. A mission that touches history, law, culture, educational philosophy, and the church's fundamental role in Ghana. Now, my member down ho na okay, I think it's the second paragraph no so can be. Or see, our historical and proprietorship claim forms the cornerstone of our argument. Christian mission schools were not created by the state. Tinye inti how in a dusu come Christian mission schools were not created by the state. Aban mo nya mo ye wege they be tinye wa hasi. Or see, they arose because the different churches, Catholic, Methodist, Presbyterian, Anglican, and others saw education as a central expression of our missionary mandate. We acquired the land, built the schools, trained the teachers, shaped the ethos long before the modern state of Ghana existed. Hey, when the government began assisting us primarily by paying teacher salaries and regulating curricula, it joined an already functioning system. State support, therefore, is a partnership, not a takeover. The ownership and identity of these schools reside with us. Government assistance does not diminish this identity, nor does it confer the right to alter the core religious character that defines these institutions. Go to school. go to school. And you can one step. So in here, no, the Christian Council, okay, and also the Catholic Bishops Conference, argument in the massa, Ghana, we got independence in 1957. Before 1957, no, among for be Bekrum one British missionaries. A bimo British missionaries no Anglican for by almost so Presbyterian for so by Methodist for by Catholic for so by. No mu say si an ye pese ye nyan ye nkrofo. Enom kota asase fi na nanom ho. Enom ankasa omu pace kan omu si omu school. Enom training teachers, etua teachers. Sa first crack Wegehe, Wesley girls 70-60 years ago. Teachers didn't have for. All the teachers were white missionaries. I'm telling you the truth. It will be a school no a doctor no we are. Obekwa ko ye juma England no Ghana so be cheye nuanom ba science because we tun ho esi wo so be Nyankopon ejuma and a missionary. It be also an evangelist and evangelism. No problem. It's about a South schools where it has been there before Ghana existed, which is true. Into China Ghana benya independence no. And as you see, and you see regulating niema. You say syllable. The schools didn't no yen form one. Yen go by one statement curricula. So what happened was that the government integrated with these SHS schools, the Catholic schools, the Presbyterian schools, the Methodist schools, and forth. It's a coexistence, our and yet take over. Now, there is another statement I might say, I feel a year we for say, if government continue to push this ideology, they will withdraw government from their school, and they have every right. When they withdraw government from their school, they will make it a private school. Simple as that. This argument is simple. You're Muslim. Now they be a Muslim. Now person who school you chiwiane school no so munya say chiwiane niema Muslim schools bebree wo krum asi Accra na Vrungu na man kobi ko nya opinion but obi answer the faith am obi debi that is it. Inti I will share some videos involved. This particular video I share no amanfo bi ababe react to this whole issue. And one of them, okay, the Catholic Bishops Conference, omo ababe chechem dintia. They are standing firm on business, saying, this whole issue of whether your friend is saying we should allow the Christian, the Muslims to do whatever they want in their school, they be ochichu. It's young question in Semam or Mudi Tuja. When we come back, we will also continue with other reactions. If almost they are reacting in regards to this whole issue and this whole case. We would continue with this particular update. All right. So therefore, whilst we are working to get this particular video, yes, okay, I think so. Now the video is ready, so we will do our in Sema, the president of the Catholic Bishops Conference, or the Tuja, and the arguments are all say, arguments are abang make say, Yema and conform by the Ompewo or Musku, no, it is not going to form any basis. And I'll say, and this is to tread cautiously, because Christians normally the majority in the country, and Catholics for that matter are the any Christian organization. So NDC government should tread very cautiously. Catholic for Omunya the Omoya Nutana Esuko Roma, you do what the Romans do.
Your Anglican, you should bring it to our notice.
All right, come on and tell you the Maminka for say your most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jenfi, President Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference, and Meneno Edin Komono. Now, answer we know baby, no. A football banner would be the Ministry of Education and, for that matter, the Ghana Education Service on this particular issue.
Yeah, when the man on any action, say, yeah, can you a I was a banner on the Ministry of Education. They will say, Yeah, sorry, near this school bar, Ghana, before independence. Yeah, Chira and Sana, Abana, even before independence, all all starting. So, or shot here, or boy, I said, you're very bit to Nipano, now Baba, boy, Ghana, money. And also, Gold Coast manager, and Verenum. It is said that Muslims have been in Catholic schools. Catholics have been to Muslim schools. Presbyterians have been to Methodists. All over. Conflict is there anyhow. Conflict, there have not been any conflict. But statements now, or more they should know. So there's a difference. And Ministry of Education also make that difference very, very clear. We have schools started by the missions and the Muslims. They started with a philosophy, a purpose. Later, the government came in to assist. We call this government-assisted schools. It doesn't mean that it belongs to the government. We enter into partnership with our sisters to train people for the nation. And yet, you are sisters in Chino. You say, sir, you are coming to throw away our philosophy. It's say, who are artistic, it's where you need everyone to make it like any other school. That one will not fly. It will not fly today, it will not fly anywhere. We obey laws, but we don't obey bad laws. We don't obey bad policies, no matter from whom it is coming. They are very, very clear, as I'm saying, and they can verify it. To whoever says that he can remove our doctrine, our philosophy, our educational philosophy, our social teachings that help this thing from our education, remove them and bring all other things there so that there is nothing there. That is a bad law, a bad policy. And we don't follow bad laws and bad policy. One, it cannot agree. We enter into partnership. Not that you should come and take over and destroy everything that we have also established. No. So, Green Memorial, don't stick to all these things that he's saying, and then you will see what really the school will become. And even the government school, you won't do that.
Methodist, the Wesley Girls School must insist. Really, they must insist on what has brought the school to where it is, for which reason parents want to send their wards there. Private college must insist on what has brought the school to the levels that people want to attend. TIMS must insist. Look, there was this ruling about the Rasta man in Achimota. People were jubilating. We must allow right. If you are a young man and you are going to school, are you going to learn discipline or you want to do what pleases you?
No, but Rasta doesn't mean you are in.
What Rasta? Go to Rasta school. The school says you must keep your head at a certain.
Now in the US doing.
Forget about that. I've seen him writing all. You see, we must not introduce impunity in our system.
But what is impunity?
What are you talking about? The school says ABC. That's why we learn discipline. After school, if you want to do your own thing, go and do your own thing.
You mean conformity?
Conformity.
What is it?
Then they must also go there and say that you will not attend prep. It's against our religion.
We wear buses.
What is this?
We wear buses to lectures.
This right is what some professors asked us to be doing tumu in this country. Remember, tumu, LGBTQ. I saw professors going to court. We must allow men and men, women and women to be sleeping because of right. Small thing we are in court. Because we think that we know English.
You think that's a bin of
But Wesley girls must insist. They can go to court and get their ruling. You go and meet the teachers there. What is this business? We are going to practice our religious faith. We must do, what is it? Your words are there to learn discipline. When they come back to their homes, you infuse your religion into them.